in about 40 seconds.
Okay. Hi guys. Oh, I have a student on. Hi guys. We're going live in a second here. Oh, is there no sound? There we go. Did not hear me, maybe. There we go. Can hear me now.
2, 1, here we go. Welcome to Metaphysical Meanderings with Master Psychic Lana Duncan-Hartgraves. Lana has been a practicing psychic for over 25 years and has the gifts of clairaudience, clairvoyance, and clairsentience. She is an empath, a medium, as well as a pet communicator and health advisor. You can reach her at www.enchantedSky.com. Give her a call at 608-322-7070. Or catch her on, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, any social media that's out there. Today, we're going to recap, predictions, because a lot of things are happening. Yeah.
We're going to do some predictions today. How are you, Kent?
I am healthy.
Good. I'm not. I got a cold. I was just telling him I got some type of cold. I don't know if it's COVID again. I don't know what it is. I'm kind of staying away from people a little bit. I do have to see if I can find a rapid test. You can't find any. It's just more of a head cold though. So I think it's probably just going around because I know that the flu is going around. So that's why I'm not real worried. I'm not really coughing with it. It's just mostly head cold. Anyway, so I got a bunch of announcements to make for you guys. So please visit me on buymeacupofcoffee.com//enchanted sky. That is now my Patreon, and I am going to start offering them. Be watching if you would like to join. You can join me on Wednesday nights at like 7 p.m. Central for like a discussion. Every 2 weeks is what I do. So, all right. So just let you guys know. I missed Tarot Tuesday, and I'm sorry, TikTokers, because I was sick. So went to sleep on Tuesday. It was so funny. I went to sleep and I fell asleep is what happened. And I woke up and I looked at I said to my husband, I'm like, oh my God, I'm supposed to be online. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. And he's like, it's 3 o'clock, right? And I'm like, I slept through the whole thing. So, I wasn't feeling good. So, all right. So, anyway, what I'm going to do is, I'm also going to be telling you guys, I'm going to start reading. I'm going to Taos in May 13th to the 19th. I'm taking an astrology class, but I am meeting up with followers. I got 2 or 3 people that want to meet me that they happen to be in Santa Fe, and I will be in Santa Fe the 13th to the 19th. One of those days we're all going to meet up. So if you're within a little time there, you can. I'm also going to start reading in Sedona, Arizona. I got asked to do some Sedona stuff. So yeah, I will be doing that probably. They'd like me every month, but I don't want to fly that much. So I'm probably going to go maybe through 4 times a year or so. So you guys can actually see me in person there. So that's something else that you guys are going to be seeing me on. So I'm getting really busy. So with that said, what I'm going to talk today about is what I learned that's going on in the economy and in the world. And so that you guys know, because I've predicted it. And what some background. Okay. Remember back in January, I said the dollar bill would be worthless. And I even said that way back into like, God, it must have been maybe 18 or 19. I've been saying it. And I said, I don't understand. I thought maybe we'll just go to cards, right? What's going on is, because I do these predictions and I've got so many people following me, I have somebody who forwarded me an email Now, I am not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not. But I know when I get something and it's accurate. And somebody told me that we, the United States, we're going back to the gold standard. Now, if you guys know about the gold standard it kind of does a reset in the economy. It also slows down inflation. Now, officially, we did this already. And people are like, well, how come? How do you know? I've got two different people from two different sources telling me out of the clear blue. So I'm like, okay. And I'm thinking, no big deal. Then I hear how countries are not wanting to take the dollar bill. They are wanting they want them converted into theirs. Like I know Putin's doing that. And for the ruble, he refuses to take a dollar bill. And he's also, I heard China was doing the same. They won't take the dollar bill anymore. The dollar bill officially is probably worthless. Now, I'm not trying to freak any of you guys out, but what's going on is we have a reset going. It should slow what in the 30s, you guys know I do know a little bit about all this stuff because I'm a history teacher, right? Also, in the 30s, FDR did this. It helped pull us out of the Depression. So my whole thought and you guys can tell me, is that this is going to, remember I told you inflation this year would slow down? Really slow quite it down. This should do it. Now, what is in potential for you? What I say is that a lot of times people say, oh, I'm going to lose my savings. They're purposely not telling us this stuff. They reset they went back to the gold standard. Now, I remembered it was in the 70s. I thought then Kent said, right, that they stopped it.
71.
I thought it was 71. Okay. I was going to say 71. I thought it was more like 68, but they got rid of the gold standard and now they're going back to it. And they're hoping that it just settles everything back down. Now, anybody knows anything about economics, the American government has been printing money. You can't keep printing money with nothing to back it. It's going to cause inflation. Everybody knew this when the pandemic hit. And I kept saying, we're going to have some massive inflation coming. And now they're not telling us. So what does this all mean for you guys? That's kind of where I'm at with this. One, don't spend anything unnecessarily. Nothing frivolous. If you need a mower, go buy a mower. But they don't want us to freak out. That's what's going on. They don't want us to suddenly hoard all our money, and they don't want us doing that because it's going to really it could crash the Dow. So they're trying really hard not to tell us. But like I said, I got this information, two separate people, that's what they're doing secretly under the board to try to get the economy back in shape. Now, here's an interesting fact. Donald Trump, even though, you know how I feel. Anyway, he suggested that way back in 2016. And I really think that this is all true. Now, I do see some things happening in the near future that they were showing me last night. And one of them is that something about credit cards. I don't understand if they're going to take massive jumps. If they're going to take, like the interest rates are going up. I don't know something, but they kept showing me credit cards. I don't understand, but just you guys kind of try to figure it out. Okay. I just kept seeing, I think that some of the credit card companies are going defunct. Okay. I think that might be what it is. I do know banks are. There's a couple of banks in big trouble, and I know it. I know one of my local banks, and I guess I'm not going to say it because I could though. It's a big one. It's one of the big ones. They're closing branches left and right. And now some people are saying that, well, that's because, everybody's things going online. I don't think so. I think that there are banks that are failing now. They have been talking about it. Now, yeah, you know what? Lulu says Chase Bank. Hey, I didn't say a I didn't say a single word, but they are. There's banks in trouble. And that it was revealed to me. And by the way, while I'm thinking about this, you guys, my followers, if you could please help me. Okay. Now on 3/15, my daily reading, there was an angel. We've determined that's what these are because we've blown them up. Remember, Kent?
Yep.
What if you guys know of any videos you've seen where you have seen an orb or an angel in my video behind me, usually like flying around back in here? Could you please send that to me, message that to me. We are making a compilation of a large video of all the different times there's been orbs. And I have a friend of mine doing that for me because I think people I don't think they believe me. Okay. And I'm like, you can't miss these. You can't miss them. And like I said, Kent and I, God, when was that? That was last year. And we took one and blew it up. And remember, it looked like something doing this.
Yeah, that was
it
like in August or September, I think, right?
Wings.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if
Right
you
up your
guys
alley.
do see that and you've seen me where you've watched a video, one is Gemini, Finance and Career November. Check it out. One is Sagittarius. I think it's personal relationships for December, I think. But and there's probably at least 15 of them where you can they're just going all over the place. And there's no way that they can be like bugs. It's the middle of winter and it's freaking cold here. So you can't say that that's what they are. Besides, they're white and you can see through them. If it's a bug, you can't see through a bug, but you can see through these, okay? And it looks like something's doing this, and there's wings. I'm not kidding, not making it up. I really actually have asked many, many, many experts. I have been online. I have been in all over the place asking what they think they are. No one can really tell me what they think they're angels. And I think from doing my own research, they're seraphim. Seraphims are little tiny angels that bring information. So just a thought. Anyway, so back to all this. All right. I'm just letting you guys know that I think that I was on the money that the dollar bill is worthless right now. And they don't want us to know that because if we know that, what would we do? Quick, go buy gold. Now, in the 30s, FDR wouldn't let you buy gold. I don't know if you guys knew that or not.
Not even jewelry. Yeah.
Nope. You couldn't buy any gold because he was trying to reset the economy. I know that you can buy them right now. And I will advise you, because I'm not a complete financial advisor, but I do know money and I understand it, that you can buy stocks in gold right now, but I say don't do it. I don't know. I just don't think you should do it. So if you can actually buy the physical bars of gold, and we all know that a bar of gold is several $1,000s in right now because the gold prices are, what are they, $3,000 an ounce? It's really crazy.
Yeah.
It's something like that. It's really, really high. So what does this all mean for you guys? One, we have a food shortage. Now, who said that yesterday? Biden. Biden was on national news saying there is a food shortage. What did I say in January? There's a food shortage. Now, I'm not, and here's the thing that's got me, is that it's in wheat. You know,
actually you predicted it in 2020.
Oh, I did in 2020? Okay.
Yeah, June 2021.
Oh, okay. June of 2021. Okay, thank you. He keeps track for me. My producer keeps track of TikTokers. Some people are wondering where the voice comes from. And if you don't know who this I'm on a podcast station. You can't see it, but if you go to 216thenet.com, you can see him and me talking so that you guys know. Okay.
I actually started writing them down because I wanted to prove you wrong, but you're right on most of them.
That's what he did. That's what he started doing. He's like, oh, they're wrong. That's all wrong. And they're not.
They're not.
Because why? I think it's seraphims. I think the seraphims are trying to give information to me to give to you so that you guys can be careful and be forewarned about stuff. So, because usually I've noticed this is the pattern with those seraphims, by the way. Remember, this is metaphysical meanderings. I'm all over the place. But the seraphims, they appear about every 4 months. And you can see them. And I keep thinking, well, maybe it's an orb. Maybe it's one of my family members. When we've blown these up, they do not look like, you've got to see this. And that's what we're going to do. That's another thing. I've got a lot of stuff going on now. And I am making astrologygumbo.com for everybody. It can be used for everybody. Free astrology, free daily tarot, free. And what I'm going to do is take you guys, suggest for you guys, if you would like to buy an ad off of there, you can pay us, and that's how the website will keep going. So anyway, but I just had somebody say, what should you suggest us doing with our money right now? Is watch things. Watch the stock markets. Just be kind of like, just watch it. And like I said, don't overspend. Don't get anything just willy-nilly. Watch your dollars, watch your cents, watch, the food prices are still going to be going up. And back to the wheat. We suddenly, all the farmers I'm talking to who were hay farmers, remember I have horses, they're going to go plant wheat this year. And I'm scared I'm not going to have hay. I'm really scared. I just told my one hay guy, I'm like, I had hay delivered. If you guys don't know, it's $80 for a ton, literally. It's grass, you know, and they roll it up and it's a big round bale and you push it. It's about 1,000 pounds. And my husband and I together push 1,000-pound bales of hay in lines and we keep them in our barn. And I've got 4 horses. We go through 17 a year for during the winter. That's how much hay they eat. Anyway, I'm worried because it's going to double, it's going to triple, or I'm not going to find it. See how we're talking about a food shortage? That's a form of a food shortage because you have to remember the cows need baleage and hay and corn and stuff. They don't eat wheat. Do you see my point? So there is a food shortage going to be going on. So I want you to, if you have the ability, even if you have a small yard, you have a front yard with just a patch of grass, put in some tomatoes, put in your vegetables. I'm telling you, we will be okay. Remember I told you, Kent, that it was going to be about 4 years? Yep. And I don't know why, but they kept when I did my predictions. So you guys, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, please go back to the January, I think it's the 7th, Metaphysical Meanderings, and it says predictions 2022. So please go back to that and look, because I went back and was saying there's a food shortage. There, I said everything that I am saying, you have to remember, I don't remember sometimes I say or what I remember because they're telling me to say it and like I'm channeling. So honestly, it scares me a little, but I know that I said there was a 4-year gap from now until 2026. Can you talk? So that's kind of what will be okay, but they want you being careful, not buying anything that you don't necessarily, anything frivolous. If you're just going to go blow money, I just spent, because I know people who spend thousands of monies at the casino just because they feel like it. Like I've watched people $200, $300, $400 at the casino. I'm like, don't do that. Take that money and just put it somewhere. I've also been told, and I don't know if this is true, that right now for the next, who knows how long, that money can be, sometimes the money might be locked somehow. So they always say to keep some cash in a savings account if you can. So maybe if like I'm in the process of pulling out some stuff out of a stock and I'm going to keep it in cash. So you might want to do that if you've got that. Okay. That, you know what? That's okay. Somebody says, great, I just signed up for new windows. That's not frivolous, darling, because you're going to save money on new windows in electricity. That's not frivolous. I'm talking the people that are going out and just doing dumb things with their money. You know what I'm talking about. When I went out and we blew, I spent the weekend so-and-so and we blew $1,000. I've seen people do it. And I'm like, well, I can't do that. I'm broke. It's even, cut your coffee. It's frivolous. If you don't need it. I went and I did get a cup of coffee this morning because you guys know, you know me, buymeacupofcoffee.com is me because I am a coffee drinker. I have to have caffeine free, but I like my coffee. And I'm in the process of cutting it though. I'm cutting it down to only a couple days a week. And that might not sound you drinking something. Well, you got to keep yourself going. You're trying to run this station by yourself. If you think about it, that's almost my cups of coffee are almost $6. I'm like, it's crazy how much they've gotten. I'm like, it's crazy. Anyway,
I make mine at home. Nobody.
Yeah, I'm at a point where I'm starting to make my tea at home. That's what I'm saying. Make it at home. Stay at home. Don't go out to eat all the time. Just keep an eye on this. I'm telling you, I think I made a prediction that the inflation would slow down this year and that it would balance out better. And I still say that there's a crash coming. I still say it's not something about the housing market. I think it has to do with when the interest rates get raised up. Didn't they get raised up? You're the expert.
Yes, they did. They jumped a quarter point, and now they're saying maybe in April or May here in America, they'll jump a half a point.
See, that's quite a bit. And that, well, I think that might be what I still say it's the housing market.
Which, by the way, right down here.
Yes.
You predicted in January interest rate to raise to 5%. So it's moving in that direction. So
Okay.
right
See what
now
I'm
it's at 3.5. If it moves another half, it's at 4. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It's about 5%. You're
Yeah.
right. Thank you for telling me that. Okay. If you kind of figure out um where you can just make a few cuts, not a lot. You don't have to like change your whole lifestyle and live like a pauper, but I'm just telling you to be careful because food's going to keep going up. I want to say the other things aren't, but I want to say food. If you ever notice, have you been looking in some of the store shelves? There's stuff gone. You
Gone.
can't, and it's been going on this whole time, but it's getting a little worse lately.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I really think that we'll be okay. We'll pull out of this, but we're going to be going through quite a bit for the next couple of years. So, and uh, and remember, I told you that I knew that there was a country that I thought was going to get attacked after the Ukraine to the south of Ukraine. That's Moldova. They've been talking. Remember, I thought it was. I couldn't remember what country it was, but it was Moldova. They've been talking about they might invade Moldova at some point. I thought that was interesting. I'm like, oh my god, because they in my head they were showing me a map and I could see it. So I also made a prediction, didn't I, that we would get quite a few refugees from Ukraine right here, didn't I? Didn't I make that one? Yes. And then when they said 100,000, it's going to be more like 1 million. There's going to be a lot more coming because there's a lot of Ukrainians who have family here. I know several people who have people. Yeah.
I think here in the Chicagoland area, we're the first or second largest Ukrainian population.
Well, I'm originally Prussian. So Prussian is Polish Ukrainian. That's where my mother's family came from. So it's kind of like my people type thing. You know what I mean? They consider us German, but actually it's that whole
little area.
You know? And what really gets me too, by the way, because remember I'm talking a little bit about history, but and yes, I'm going to do my reading. So just hold on about 9 more minutes, and yes, I will. So because I have people already asking questions. That some people are like, oh well, I had somebody be very racist because they're like, well, these are all white people. You do understand that Ukraine is part of Eurasia, right? And there are ethnic groups that are Asian that are mixed into that. Quit being, I don't like the fact that people are making that racist because there's a lot of ethnic groups in that area.
Huge.
So I just want to let you know because I've got a friend from the Ukraine that looks very, very much like very kind of an Asian with the dark eyes, the dark hair. They look, you know what I mean? Because the Asian countries aren't far away. So I just wanted to say that because someone said that and that bothered me. Because I'm like, why should it matter? These people they're being persecuted. I mean, they're being bombed. Come on, we got to try to help. You know what I mean? I still stick by my word. I still say it and that was, how long ago did I say that was in January? We'd be involved in 4 months. So we're looking at maybe May.
Mayish. Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're going to be in that. We're involved now with positively shipping supplies and stuff, but there's some other thing. There's something else. And remember I told you about tanks in the desert and I don't know why. And then they're talking about Israel and they were talking about other countries getting involved, Saudi Arabia and stuff. So I just say what I see, you guys. I'm writing down and I write it down at night. I wake up and don't even remember some of the stuff I write. So because some of the stuff's personal and it'll be stuff from like my daughter. And then I'll call my daughter in the morning, like, hey, did you know, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, I said, well, I saw that. And I'm like, as a reader, I am clairaudient. Like when you call me for a reading, I hear what they're saying to me and I see at the same time. So I'm kind of both, but I hear more. But when I'm doing my predictions, I'm seeing it all. So sometimes to me, it doesn't always make sense. Sure. Like you guys told me, I kept seeing white birds and somebody said it could be a drone. And then remember, what have they been using? Drones. Mm-hmm. So I did see that. So, and I kept seeing, and I kept seeing, I saw bombing. I saw lots and lots of bombing. And this was before Ukraine was attacked. I didn't know they were going to bomb anybody. I thought they were just going to walk in and take over. I didn't know what was going on, but I kept seeing like bombing in like the edge of a city and then the bombs, the lights of the bombs. So, that's all I know. That's what I say. So anyway, but back to economics for yourself. if you can, I know this is crazy for some people. Well, when I was a kid, my parents canned their own fruits and vegetables. Did you, Kent?
Yep.
Did they can their own food?
Yep. Green beans.
Yep. We did tomatoes. That was our big one. Yep. Tomatoes, canned tomatoes.
The house smelled like tomatoes for weeks.
Yes. And we had a pressure cooker and I never learned it because I thought, oh, that's so old fashioned. That's so dumb. Now I've got one pot, one of those pots, where you can only make 3 jars at a time. But I'm going to try this. I did make giardiniera last year and it was really good. And you can seal that stuff without putting it in a pressure cooker.
Yeah.
When it's hot or warm and you pour it in, you leave the lid on there for so long and it just sucks down. That's how they make pickles. And you don't have to. I didn't know that. I thought you had to put all that pressure in there and seal it all. You don't have to. And we're talking it lasts for 6 to 8 months. So yeah. Oh, you know what Karen puts in there? Tanks in the desert. Could be Yemen. I don't know. I saw tanks in the desert.
Yep.
So go figure, right? You guys, we're not over. There's no way that this is over. This is going to last a while. And like I said, something about Putin backing down, but I don't understand what that means. There's something about that, but he may back down so that he can regroup. I don't know. I just know that there was something like that I kept seeing. Yeah. And I don't know. I just know that I'm watching, I'm being careful. Like dumb stuff like this. I have a safety deposit box, right? Well, instead of paying all that safety deposit box money, because there's really not much in there, because I don't keep much in there, I went out and bought a home type of thing.
Safe.
And I'm like, I don't know where to put it yet. I'm going to probably bury it somewhere. But anyway, I don't know. But you see what I'm saying? That's that little stuff that that doesn't mean that I've got anything valuable. All I keep in mind are papers that I know that because it's proof, it's fireproof.
Mm-hmm.
And I just keep my whole papers in there that are worth nothing really. But anyway, so just it's like stuff, like little stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So anyway, isn't Russia part of the Fatima predictions? I don't know. I don't know, Stella. That's a good question. I know what you're talking about, though. It might be. It might very well be. Now, my mother was a person that did predictions like this also. And I was just thinking her the other day. And I always wonder if that's really who's appearing in here, but I don't think so. I think they're angels. Anyway, she said when I was a little girl, because she died in 97, that she goes, someday New York's going to be attacked on our soil. She just mentioned it one day to me. And I go, really? And she's like, yeah. She also mentioned that there would be an increase of bugs. She goes, why? She goes, in the end times, there's going to be increase of bugs. Now, think about that logically. What in the heck? We got stink bugs. Where are they from? We got all these different type of invasive, I can't even speak, species that I think my I'm about ready to sneeze.
Bless you.
Yes, thank you. That are just taking things over. And I thought about that the other day because I'm like, when was the last time I saw a red ladybug? There aren't anymore, right? Because they've bred with the Asian beetles, and you know what I'm saying? There's invasive species that are, and it's gotten horrible. The bug issues have gotten terrible. So I had somebody that's just asked about Nostradamus predicting all this. And I understand Nostradamus? Because Nostradamus was looking 500 years into the future. It would blow my mind to see what he could see because he didn't understand. Right. Because I don't understand completely. Do you see what I'm? So I get why. One, you're writing code because you're like, well, I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm in a place where I can actually say what I'm going to say, and I'm okay, and that's cool. But I can see how the Catholic Church would have been. They could have put him they would have burned him alive at the stake. You know what I'm saying? So that's at least that's what I understand to be the truth. So I understand where some of these other prediction people are saying, but I will say that I have talked to and watched other psychics online, and they are saying that the dollar bill is worthless also. So it's just a matter now. I want to say we're going to pull out of it better than ever, but I want you to be careful. Okay. That's all that I have to say about it.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. Well, you want to start answering some questions. We're starting to get blown up here
Yeah,
on
I know. I see. I see. I see. Hold on. There's my comments. Okay. So go ahead, Kent. What do you have?
All right. Solig Sunny says, is there any message from my father? I need to hear something. It's been a challenging week.
I don't want to. So, like, he says you'll be okay. I'm going to paraphrase that, but he had a little tougher words for you than that. I don't know if that's the way he was, but I know Solik pretty well. So I have to tell you in a different way later, okay? Because yeah, he's kind of like buck up and you'll make it. You'll be okay. How's that? Yep. Okay.
Here you go. Stacey Ann says, do you see Trump becoming president again?
Never. Nope. I predicted that way back in 2020. Never. I know. No, never. He's going to try to run. He's going to fail. You have to remember, there might be a devout following of 30% or so, but there's more people that just hate him and they'll vote for anybody but Trump. Talk to some people. And I'm one of them. I'm not Republican. I'm not Democrat. I'm none of them because they're all crooks. But there's ones that I would make sure would never get reelected. He scares me. So go ahead.
All right. Cusp of sensitivity. Good morning, Lana. Hi. Hope you feel better soon. Is there a message for me from my niece, Skylar?
Was she real blonde? Get back to me. There's a real blonde person coming through. It's like medium to light blonde, kind of short, not real long hair. Cut kind of, I don't know, kind of a 90s cut or a 2000s cut, like a little bit short. Get back to me and tell me that's right. Okay. All right. Danica, do you see me getting a job and when will it be? You're looking at for a little while because March, April, May, June. It's going to be more like June, but it's going to be what you want. I feel like you're going to be doing something on the side a little bit until that tied you over. So I don't know. That could be on the internet. So, okay. And if not, be looking on there. There's just thousands of jobs, you guys. If you go on Indeed.com and hit remote, there's thousands and thousands of jobs. I just had a friend that got a job. She's customer service now for a pretty big company doing all remote. She works 8 to 2. She doesn't have to use gas. She doesn't have to leave the house. She's in her pajamas and she's making
decent money,
right? $20. Yeah, it's okay money. I mean, $20 an hour to not leave your house. Hey,
better than that. So, Cusp of sensitivity says yes. Skylar has that haircut.
Yeah, that's her coming through. Yeah, she's good.
She's good.
Now there's something about a necklace. I don't know if you gave her jewelry or she likes to wear jewelry, but it's something about jewelry, and I see it around her neck. Oh, no, maybe it's a bracelet. Well, anyway, there's something about jewelry, and I'm supposed to tell you that, so I don't know what that means. Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Nice. Christopher Trevino says, any love interests in my near future?
Summer. And I don't know how serious it'll be because I think both of you guys will agree to just kind of like take it casually. But it'll be kind of like a summer romance thing.
Hey. Nice.
Hey, my husband Sam is having surgery Wednesday. Will it go well? He will be fine. It's going to take a little longer than normal to recover. So be gentle with him. He's going to be crabby. Okay. But he'll be okay. I feel like there'll be some pain involved and he's going to be drugged up a little bit. But he'll be okay. Just be patient because he's going to tax your patience. Trust me. Okay.
MI says, I just received a new tax assessment, triple the amount. So the payment will increase. I did appeal it. Will they grant the appeal?
Yes. I just talked to her. Wow, that was a surprise, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting. That, you know what? That's ridiculous though, because I know what you're talking about. Because you have to remember, some of these guys you guys have become some of my personal friends because you're on my speed dial. And I know for a fact that's overpriced. There's no way that they should have done that. So you make sure you appeal that instead and hold strong to that. And I think they'll back down. So, okay. All right.
Beautiful. Princess, good morning, Lana. Does my mother have any messages for me? She saw the future as well.
She have dark hair. Was she into crystal balls or into crystals or something? Get back to me on that. Because I feel like there's a person coming through like that. Like they look like the old fashioned, sorceress with the crystal ball. I don't know why I'm seeing that. That might mean something to you. I don't know what that means. So okay, yeah, I know it's crazy. Um, is there war coming to U.S. soil? No. Not, yes. Financial crisis, food shortages, yes. Inner turmoil because people are being stupid and they're not watching their money and they're going to starve, yes.
No.
So there's going to be an increase in crime. I'm sorry, it's true.
Princess says no crystals. She just knew everything before it would happen.
Oh, because it looks to me like this woman's got dark hair and she's got a crystal ball and she's looking into it and I didn't know what that meant. But it's just interesting that I got that.
Uh-oh, she froze on us. She'll pop back here in a second. The joy of internet radio. Hey, here is a nice thing too. If you love what Lana's doing, please go to her Buy a Cup of Coffee, and it's buyacupofcoffee.com/enchanted sky. And you can go there and support Lana. Real easy. She does a lot of things. You can follow her YouTube, her TikTok, everything out there. And we'll try to get her back on as her internet just dropped. So I'm sure she'll pop back in. She's got it. Of course, you can come in tomorrow and at 9 a.m. for Lisa's Changing Perceptions. Go to www.216thenet and just look at the lineup and take a look at all the great shows that we have. If you're looking to have your own show, feel free to give us a call as well, or shoot us an email at 216thenet@gmail.com. We'll be happy to work with you. Let me see if I can get her here. We'll see. Maybe I can just hold her up here. We'll see if she can come in via the phone.
I know. I don't know what to do. It just froze. It's it. So.
Are you out of internet?
It was off the internet, yes. So I'm trying to restart it. Okay.
Trying to reboot. Okay. Well.
Yeah. All right. I don't know what to tell you.
As you're rebooting, I've got you on the phone, so
yeah,
we can chat.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm off of TikTok as of right now, I believe. I don't think TikTok actually might be taping as we're speaking on the phone anyway. Man. But anyway, yeah, everyone, hey, it hasn't done that in a long time, has it?
No, it hasn't.
It's quite a while.
You must be irritating.
But
people.
I watched it freeze, and I'm like, oh, geez, and I saw it roll, roll. And I'm like, oh, well, that was that. Anyway, you got any questions really fast, anybody?
Yeah. So Emma says, do you see me getting a new job anytime soon, Lana? I've been looking, but haven't been having much luck.
I think I've talked to you before. End of May, early June. It's around May-ish. Okay. Keep looking. You'll find it. Okay.
There we go.
Hold on 1 second. I'm going to see if I can go on TikTok at the same time. There. I'm on. Are you still hearing me?
I can still hear you. Yep.
Yep. I still got you guys. I just switched back to different. Sorry, you guys. I'm here. I'm still here.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I don't have your...
ask my question.
Yep. What do we got? Michelle Cleanse. What is happening with my parents?
Michelle, I know Michelle. What do you mean by that? You have to be more specific.
All right. Gotta be.
You have to be more specific. There's too many people on. Yep. Okay. All right. Let's see. When will you get pregnant? In about a year. Well, I think you're going to give birth about a year and a half. So in about a year, about before the end of the year, maybe. But about a year and a half total. So okay. All right.
Sob says, do you see me working from home online?
Yes. A lot of people are doing that now. That's why I suggest it to you. And sometimes when I say these things, I don't even know I'm saying them, but that message may have meant for you because I'm being directed to say it. So, yeah. Yeah, my computer completely shut down weirdly too just now.
Ugh.
Like weirdly. It doesn't. Yeah, it's telling me it's trying to reboot itself.
Yep.
So something weird happened just now. So, well, we did lose power out here. I don't know about you in Chicago, but the wind is blowing so hard.
Yeah, very windy.
So,
but no power outages, which is good.
yeah.
Martina Meagher, Meagher. When are things going to change in a positive way for me financially?
If you're doing what I'm telling you to do, watch your pennies, be careful. Nothing unnecessary. By November, you should start seeing an improvement.
Awesome.
Quite a bit. Okay.
Awesome.
All right. Butterfly says, should I start reading for others? Yeah, of course. There's nothing. I mean, you have to remember there's enough room for all of us. I'm never jealous ever with somebody that's reading too. You know how some people get real insecure about it? They're like, I've got a couple people that get very insecure. I don't know if it's like they're jealous about why. Yeah. This is what I do. Now, what I say would be a completely different one what somebody else might say because as my personality, I concentrate on certain things. I don't concentrate on love. Because I always have told people many times that if you're in the right place, love will find you. So my attitude is different. Where other people can concentrate really a lot on that. Yeah. So but yeah, like look at my phone. Something happened with my computer also, because my computer won't load. It's got like that black. It's black screening with a line across, and it's never been like that before. Oh, terrible. So it's almost like my computer black screened.
Yeah, we've got it figured out.
Hope it'll load.
We're just showing people to buy you a cup of coffee.
There you go. There you go. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Bina Heron Dranath, Bina. Anyway, says, hi, I am Bina. I want to know whether my son will start earning or not. He is already 27, still not earning.
It's going to be another year. You're going to have to do some drastic stuff with him. I wonder, does he have anxiety? Or is he like taking something for it? Or it's something like that, right?
Could be. We'll see.
My computer won't even turn on.
Oh,
this is scary.
Yep.
I hope it's not mine. Meaning it's not mine. It's the school's.
Yeah. Our good friend Ann Iva says, hi, Lana.
Okay. Hi.
How will my thyroid biopsy and heart echo go? Or ECO?
Oh, yeah. It's fine. You'll be fine. I think I did. I just talked to you about that, didn't I? I think I did. Yeah. I mean, my computer won't turn on at all. I'm scared. Like it's my computer. Something's wrong. Jeez. Maybe it's dead, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Terrible.
That's kind of scary. Anyway, yeah, because I've only got this. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. Mel B says, good morning. Hey, Lana. Do I need to get a brain scan?
You could use one. I want to say nothing is necessarily wrong. Yeah, go ahead. That's all I'm going to say. Go ahead. Okay.
There you go.
All right.
Michelle Clens says, will my husband be okay?
Michelle, you're giving me they're too general a question. It's hard for me to okay, how?
Right.
You have to be more specific.
Let us know what's going on. Let us know what's going on. Absolutely.
Yeah, I gotta be. Well, I think I kind of know, but it's been a while since I've talked to you. So, and I'm going to be up in Evansville today anyway. So, all right.
All right.
Two more questions.
Yep.
Two more.
So here's Cheryl. Cheryl Milo says, hi, Lana. Will me and my sister rebuild our relationship?
Yeah, but it's never going to be as close as it was. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then here you go. We can wrap up with this one just for everybody out there. Garnett Kinder says, "Hey, Lana, had asked about a crystal that I lost while cleaning. Sure enough,
Um,
it was shattered and behind the dresser in the bathroom. Thank you."
oh, thank you. I told her. Oh, I must have told her that, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
No, you
I
did.
think I actually told her that on one of the live ones, didn't I?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well,
And
sorry, it's shattered.
and Ann Iva said that the results will be okay for the echo and the
Yep.
yep.
Good.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. All right, you guys.
All right, everyone. I tell you what, that is the time that we have. We apologize for the technical difficulty, but fortunately, we were able to do a little shuffling. Here's what we can do, though: like, follow, subscribe to Enchanted Sky. Follow Lana on every social media: her YouTube, her TikTok, her Instagram, Facebook. She puts out so much free advice and readings. It's unbelievable what she does. And because she spends a lot of time just giving so much, we're asking to go to buyacupofcoffee.com/enchanted sky so that
Buy me a cup of coffee.com.
nope, just buyacupofcoffee.com.
No,
yeah, you're right. Buy me a cup of coffee. Yep. No.
Yep, it's buymeacupofcoffee.com.
No cup.
It's actually a Patreon, so you'll find it.
It's just
yeah.
sorry about that, people. I'm all wacky, but it's up there on the screen. Buymeacoffee.com/enchanted sky. So buymeacoffee.com. And listen, $1, $2, $3. If you want to buy her a whole pot of coffee, go ahead. But all the help that she can get.
Trying to get my health center, so
that's it.
Yeah.
All right. For all of us here at 21.6 The Net, thanks for getting caught in the net this morning with Metaphysical Meanderings. Come back next week. We're here all the time. Until then, be good. And remember, be good to each other.